So
because democracy is all about civilization.
Don't seem to agree with you, because he believes that there was crisis. Because
the crisis
that led to the cross carpeting of given governors. Governors are supposed to, they are in that hierarchy. They belong to the board of trustees of a party, isn't it? And so leaving, do you think that's an
But the court is not even talking about the lawmakers that cross over from APC to PDP. You know, we have to balance it. If you talk of morality, though morality,
there was no issue put before the court respecting those ones that we have mentioned. Nobody has filed any case against those people. So if no case was filed against them, then the court cannot pronounce on it. Then decide on it.
In law, they are in pari delicto.
I agree. I agree.
That is
I agree.
So do you believe now that those who moved from, if you are saying that those who moved from the APC to the PDP should vacate their seat, what of those who move from the PDP to the APC?
They equally should vacate their seat. It is highly immoral. It is unlawful for them to have taken the kind of action that they... And I'm saying this, they are hiding under this thing that our court procedures are very, very cumbersome and very, very slow. And they can keep on dragging this case until their time of stewardship expires. And I'm saying that will not avail them. Even when their time of stewardship has expired, we can ask them to return whatever salaries and allowances that they have taken.
Political cases, they give them expeditious
hearing.
We have to give them credit for that, because they know that these people have up till next year to vacate. I know that before you know it, before the end of the year, the case will be sorted out.
All right, let me bring this again. The APC came out to say that they condemn that particular ruling, and that judge should be sanctioned by the CJN. Do you agree with that particular?
Absolutely nonsense. That is another rant nonsense. Just like you mentioned. What about those who defected from the APC to the PDP and those who defected from the PDP to this thing? Why is the APC people not talking about that? And that is the hypocrisy that we see in the Nigerian politics. All the rulings, all the judgment of the court have gone in favor of the APC. Why haven't the APC cried against them? Asked the CJN to sanction the judges who gave those rulings? Who gave those judgments?
It happened both ways.
Yes.
When Naron did that in Osun, the petition. When Salami, they raised an allegation that Salami did something similar, PDP too took it up. So it's not really on one side alone. It
is the method of petition.
But in this case,
I don't know when the office of the CJN of Nigeria has become an appellate court. I also don't know when the office of the National Judicial...
Do you agree with the APC by asking the CJN to sanction the judge in this matter?
They have the right. If they feel...
No, they don't have the right.
In that particular case, in that particular case, were they right?
If they feel that the judge, if they suspect a foul play...
The person of the judge is not the issue today. The person of the judge is not the issue. If they feel strongly that the judgment has not gone in, they can go to court of appeal and go to the Supreme Court.
The image of the judiciary is the duty of any Nigerian to write petition that this judge should be censored.
Petition or asking for a sanction on the judge because he made that
is if a judge now begin to pontificate, it's immoral when it's not before him. We are all human beings anyway, and sometimes we get lost in our own euphoria that we've been sentimental, going out of our ways. That may just be what the judge has done.
No, I don't think so. I don't see any reason in which
I have
not seen in what way the judge has gone against the law.
Mr. Kolawole, the APC says that particular judgment may have been bought by the PDP. Does that make sense to you?
It doesn't make sense at all. I have said it earlier on that there are so many court judgments or rulings that have gone in favor of the APC. Why haven't they crowdfunded in that instance and all that? Because you see, when we begin to ridicule the judiciary and we begin to put the issue of the person of the judge on the front burner and all that, for God's sake, what we are doing is tarnishing the integrity of the judiciary. And the judiciary appears to me to be the last hope of the common man. By the time we destroy that institution and all that, there will be nothing to fall back on. So the APC people, for God's sake, should be gentlemanly enough. When you lose a cause in a court, in a lower court, you go to a higher court and you have about 3 stages by which you can go up to the Supreme Court and all that. Take, for example, the case of Chief Bodejo, he had the perseverance, and I think Mr. Ajetumobi was even involved in that matter or something. I can't remember now. The man had his patience. He went from the High Court, he was going to Court of Appeal, and then the Supreme Court, at the end of the day, the Supreme Court said he has no case to. That is how gentlemen should behave. And that is the way I want the APC to also behave in matters of this. The National Judicial Council and the office of the CJN is not an appellate, they are not appellate court.
Castigated to Oyewole seriously. So it goes both ways. He said the young man is this, is that his case was charged to Tinubu's court. And Tinubu. So what is the difference? So we shouldn't really be...
I agree with you. Some of these
find ourselves in
selective
amnesia. That is politics in Nigeria.
Let me ask this question, because a lot of people will be thinking that in politics, when you are aggrieved, when this case of vacating or no vacating this issue, does that mean that when you enter into a particular race or when you become a lawmaker, does it mean that you are trapped now when you see that something wrong is happening in your party?
No, you are not trapped. You see, there are procedures and there are processes and not. I give you, for example, even we as lawyers do know that court is the last resort. You and I do know that the PDP have a constitution, the APC also have a constitution. The onus lies on those lawmakers to first and foremost explore internal crisis resolution mechanism within their party in terms of the constitutions and what have you. If, for example, the party has built the constitution, and only the case of the governors, for example, they come, and then the lawmakers and all that, you table your case. If your party does not find in your favor another, then you can now go outside the party and then go to the court. But you find that most times that our politicians will not explore the internal mechanism within their different political parties and other before they go to the law, before they go to the court. Even you sometimes see the presidency will tell you, let them go to court if they feel agree. And we say crisis resolution in all societies are in different stages, and in fact the court will be that of last resort. Your church can resolve issues, your political party can resolve issues, the family can resolve issues, and then the community can resolve issues.
Let me
say, selfish interest is at stake. Because I'm aware that a lot of these people visited the elders of the party, including Obasanjo, even Babangida, Abdul Salami, before they took that action. That
they went there to woo them. They went there to woo them.
No, we are not talking of APC.
Okay.
We're talking about the defective members.
The lawmakers. While the crisis was ongoing. For me, I don't see any reason why lawmakers from Rivers should not decamp. Because, for instance, in this year's capital budget, there was no allocation for any capital project by federal government in Rivers State. So, it's against my people. They are punishing my people for the sins of the governor. If I decamp, do I not have the mandate of my people to go to where we are valued rather than where we are tolerated?
All right.
So Rivers State is not the only
for a moment,
state
because our time now,
in which there are no capital projects by the federal government.
Our closing remarks now. Let me start with you, Mr. Ajetumobi. You are saying that with the case that we have on hand, it's gone to the appeal court now. They filed an appeal. We've not heard from the appeal court when the hearing will be on this particular matter. But what we know is the judgment that we have that they cannot change the principal officers of the House of Reps, and they will vacate their seat. What's your closing remarks?
Well, I feel that the court has gone too far, because by saying that they cannot change their principal officer, that's the second arm of government. They are to be interdependent, not that one arm will dictate to the other. The rules of Parliament did not allow court to make such an order. The court has gone too far. So in case today now, APC has majority. Would they say that they cannot change the leadership? They've gone too far.
Thank you so much. Your closing remarks.
Well, my closing remark is that if politics and democracy is to grow in this part of the world, then politicians should begin to behave like honorable men. They should play politics based on principle, based on ethics, and based on morality. And then more importantly, immediately those lawmakers decamp from the parties that brought them to the National Assembly, they cease to be members of the National Assembly. And the honorable thing for them to do as of today is to leave that assembly. And call for a by-election in their different constituencies.
And Ajetumobi, gentle, younger legal practitioners. They are the learned ones here. I'm just a journalist. Thank you very much for joining us on the program tonight. And thank you for staying with us on Face Off today. And we hope that you've had a nice time. My name is Seun Okinbaloye. We hope that Nell Taigbe will join you next time on the program. On behalf of the team, have a wonderful night. Goodbye.